today we are going to be learning a very interesting carrot cupcake. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be learning a very interesting carrot cupcake. This carrot cake, again, I'm not using any kind of flour, no maida, no nothing, no gluten, nothing to it. So it's a very interesting recipe, and another very interesting part about this recipe is it is a diabetic friendly recipe, and people who want to avoid sugar can also enjoy this recipe. But I will also tell you, if you want to add something like a jaggery or a natural unprocessed sugar to it, where to add it and what to do. Okay, so let's get cooking. So the first step to making these carrot cupcakes is we add in about half a cup of oil. This I've taken olive oil. Then to this we add in 3 eggs and about taken half a cup of oil. So we need to add half a cup of apple sauce to this. This is a mild sweetener. I don't say it's going to make it very sweet, but apple sauce helps in baking as well. So we add about half a cup of apple sauce to this. Okay, half a cup. And the last thing we need to remember, we need to add in the sweetener. So sweetener over here, I'm using stevia. You can use jaggery, you can use honey, you can use maple syrup, you can use even powdered misri. You can use pureed date sauce as well. Because this is a diabetic friendly recipe, we are not adding any of all that. We are using stevia, that is totally as per our taste. I'm adding about 3 spoons of stevia to this, but if you like it sweeter, you can add more. It's a safe sweetener, and we mix it all very well. These were the liquid ingredients with the sweetener, and this needs to be mixed very well. Then we go on to the next step. That is a very important step while you bake something. Always remember, if you want to add in flavors, this is the time you add your flavors to it. So I am going to add in like 1 heaped teaspoon of Sri Lankan cinnamon powder. Sri Lankan cinnamon helps you debloat, so it's very good for health. Don't use the Indian cinnamon. Sri Lankan cinnamon is available everywhere in India. Normal kirana shops also have it, so don't worry about it, you'll get it. Then we add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You can add in vanilla essence, but I would actually like to add in vanilla extract, which gives a stronger taste. I've added vanilla essence because I had vanilla essence today in my house. Okay. Then a little bit of salt, little bit, like a pinch of salt, and give it all a good mix. Now the last few steps. So this is the flour that I'm using. This is almond flour. This is homemade almond flour. Please do check my channel. You will get this recipe, okay? Here in goes about 2 cups of almond flour. 2 heaped cups. And mix in the almond flour very well. Then we add in our hero. Our hero is this grated red carrot, winter carrot. You would have seen carrot cakes are so popular in winters. So this lal gajar is what I have taken. I've taken almost 1.5 cups of grated carrot. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to cook it or anything. Just peel it, grate it, and use it. Remember one thing, you need to wash it before you peel it. Okay, don't peel and wash. Otherwise, a lot of nutrients get washed. So here you go. In goes the carrot. With this, I'm adding a teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder can be added with your almond flour also. It works both ways, but chef would know it better. But I sometimes add in the baking flour along with grated vegetables also, and mix this very well. Then I'm adding about 1 cup chopped walnuts. Okay, these are very finely chopped walnuts, near to powder and not completely powdered, but yeah, quite finely chopped. So here in goes 1 cup of walnut and mix this very well. Now you can see this batter is pretty thick. Look at the consistency, it's so thick. This is where you need some warm water. Okay, about half a cup of warm water. To get the consistency right, you need half a cup of warm water and just give it all a good mix. And see, now we've got the consistency perfect. This is a perfect consistency. And this is where you give a little bit of a taste check also. If you need more sweetener, I think I need more sweetener. So I'm adding a little more stevia here. And I feel I need a little more cinnamon to this. So I'm adding a little more cinnamon powder also. So stevia and cinnamon powder, about half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. And we mix this all very well. And that's it, the batter is ready to go in the oven. Now we are going to pour this into the cupcake tins, which I've lined it with these small cupcake molds. Remember to fill half of it. Don't fill it till the brim, otherwise, because they bake also. So when they bake, they puff up. There are chances of leaking out. Ideally, I would fill it just to half. One very important step when you're putting things to bake, cakes and especially cakes, you need to tap so that it all settles. Otherwise, bubbles will remain and it will come out uneven. So you need to just. We're ready. This goes in the preheated oven for about 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes because they're cupcakes. It's not a regular cake in a baking tin, so this gets baked pretty fast. Only thing, because it has carrots and almond flour, not regular flour, so it takes maybe 20-25 minutes. Usually, usual cakes get done faster, but almond and carrot particularly makes the cake a little more moist, so it takes a little longer. That's why you have to keep checking. A basic rule about baking, please don't trust your recipe timing completely. Sometimes what happens is your oven and my oven may be completely different when it comes to temperature and it comes to outcome. So you may take more time, I may take lesser time, vice versa. So please be very particular when you're going to put for baking, okay? So let's put this into the oven. So now that our cupcakes are ready, make sure you get them to room temperature in a covered place. So what I did was, I just demolded them, just took them out and then I covered them and put it just to cool down to come to room temperature, okay? So it takes about maybe an hour. It comes to room temperature and then this is the fun part now about this. Can you guess what it is? Okay, I'm sure a lot of you would say this is cream. No, this is not cream. This is cream cheese. But this cream cheese is made out of simple घर का दूध skimmed milk, जिसका मैंने 3 बार मलाई हटाया हुआ है. And it's just a simple cream cheese recipe. The recipe you will find it on my channel. Okay, and this cream cheese I've just added a little stevia to it. But you can add your choice of sweetener. Choose a unprocessed sweetener, a natural sweetener like honey or maple ideally. You can add in some jaggery, but that changes the color. I've added that and a little vanilla. That's it. No other flavor because our cupcake has a lot of flavor. I put it in a piping bag just for fun. You can just put it directly and eat it. And just for fun we are doing this. I've just crumbled some walnuts and I'm adding this. So these are my pretty looking carrot cupcakes and I hope you all enjoyed this recipe. This is a cake which you can have for breakfast, you can have as a pre-workout, you can have it as a anytime dessert, even at night you can have it. Yes, you can, because इसमें vegetables है, protein है, good fats है, so it's is amazing. I mean, you can actually begin your day with this also as a breakfast. What more do you want? And it has no sugar added. Like, really, I've not added any, neither white sugar, no. So it's a diabetic friendly recipe, and people who want to lose weight also can have it, but depending on the kind of diet you're following, please speak to your nutritionist or your doctor before adding things to your diet, because a lot of times I've seen recipes which they say this is amazing for people who want to lose weight, but then if you're already on a macro counted diet, maybe just adding this one little carrot cake might add on some extra calories. So please do check before you add on anything to your diet. But yes, this is guilt free, so please enjoy it. And if you like this recipe, please do subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon, and do not forget to share this recipe with all your friends and everyone you love. They all need to enjoy this goodness. And if you want me to make anything else, you want any other recipe on my channel, please let me know. Put it in the comment section. And all the measurements of this recipe and the whole method is put in the caption. So please do check. Thank you.